Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer has done a phenomenal job in the box office, raking in the US and Canada alone $40 million. Yes, what is up, Crunchy family, Crunchy people? Yeah, first episode of Crunchycast. I'm your host, Tim Liu, host of Crunchyroll and Some Guy, and I'm joined by two other fantastic co-hosts.
I
Crystal?
I am Crystal. I'm sorry.
Crystal forgot her name.
I'm Crystal. I wrote the song Anime Girl, launched an anime convention in the Caribbean, and talk about anime on the YouTube channel Beyond the Butt with my co-host.
Oh, that's my cue. Hello. I'm Kurt, your local YouTuber who is anime inspired, manga inspired, and Bad Decision inspired. None of those are necessarily mutually exclusive. Hello.
Yes. So our first podcast topic is, I guess, just anime movies. It's Demon Slayer, I guess, because they're one of the best anime movies right now. But anime movies in general. And start this off with what are some of your favorite animated movies of all time? Just in I would say anime movie, because animated movie is such a big...
that's a very large range. Okay. First thing that comes to mind, because I apparently actively love disrupting my mental state in a positive way. Silent Voice. I actually cried for one of the first times watching a film with a silent voice, which was wild, because when I told my parents, they were like, yo, are you okay? Like, no.
No, the boy's learning. The boy's growing.
He's learning. He's learning. Yeah, silent voice hits me every time, like deep in the feels. And I respect anyone who can disrupt my mental state. So yeah, gotta give it the silent voice.
Honestly, in that same vein, one of my favorite films is Ride Your Wave. It made me cry so hard. I guess, sometimes film just need to be therapeutic, and that is one of those films that does that for me. Anytime I need to have a good cry, I will see Ride Your Wave. It is beautiful. I think it's an excellent film. Whether you have ever watched anime or not, even it's just a great story. But outside of that, I also really love some films that might be on the more like classic side, like Katsuhiro Otomo's films, like Memories, which is more of a film anthology.
Memories
is really good.
I'm also, I guess, disrupting mental states, but it's in a different way. Akira is my I'm old.
I like how we all like to be some form of upset after watching an anime film. I see a common theme here.
Anime, destroy us.
I guess you can cry to Akira because it's just beautiful. It's art. It's arte.
Yeah, it is.
It is gorgeous. And anytime I meet someone who hasn't seen it, that becomes a mission. We must watch Akira together.
Yeah. Baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you doubled down.
I doubled down for this theme today. I wore.
You prepped. Yeah, you prepped for that question.
He prepped. This is for you, Crunchy family. Okay. But yeah, so going back to, and we know our favorite audience, please comment down below. What are some of your favorite films? That's a plug-in right there for some audience interaction. Yeah. People love that. That's what I heard.
That's why
the big wigs tell me that's great. So back to talking about Demon Slayer. So apparently the worldwide gross for that is $500 million.
Whoa.
500. Yeah. We should talk about what we should do with $500 million. Anyway, so
I would buy so much merch. So much merch. I would drown in merch.
I would make people make me merch. I would be like, make me a life-size just figurines of everything. Just have my house just...
Oh my gosh!
No, that's solid.
You right!
Incredibly creepy.
Oh my gosh, I need to make a list. My dream list.
The Viz headquarters have a Jotaro life-size figure. I should get that. But anyways, let's talk about why we think it made $500 million. Why do you think Demon Slayer made $500 million? That's the real question.
First of all, I mean, giving props to the actual series, it really is very good. And honestly, the fact that the film came out with momentum from the last season. Like, it didn't wait too long. I think that really helped because there are a lot of anime films that I've been tempted to watch, but by the time they come out, I'm already kind of not as much on the train as the Mugen train, if you will.
Oh,
Nice, beautiful.
I'm here all week.
10 out of 10 on the dismount. I like that. That was
because I remember the movie came out. It was gonna come out. It came out in Japan, and like not that much time passed until it started hitting American theaters. It's like they were making sure these kids are gonna watch our goddamn movie.
I think it comes with the fact that Demon Slayer was already like one of those anime that came out with their season 1 where everyone was like, "Oh, this is the new hot thing." Like I remember when I first figured it out when that there was a clip of it on Twitter of the most compassionate decapitating I'd ever seen, and everyone was feeling it. Yeah, and then I got on the train. Damn, I did it too. My bad. So
The Mugen train.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I'm sorry. I apologize. But then because of that, and you mix it with the pandemic, it had a reason for everyone to rally. Everyone can finally get back together to watch a movie, like one cultural thing we can all get back together to do. And I feel like Demon Slayer is like that big thing for a lot of people in the anime sphere, if you will. You know what I mean,
It's like you gotta see it. It's also another thing where it's like it's in every single cinemas. I feel like it's a proper theatrical release versus like that one artsy theater that'll play it for like 2 days, some random anime film, versus like this is like showing in your regular AMC's. Like you can go and be like, greetings, 14-year-old kid. I don't think 14-year-olds work in AMC. I made that up. 16-year-old, yeah. Greetings, teen. Yeah, I'm like, you're weird. Are we bringing child labor laws again? Like,
I mean, there are 14-year-olds there.
Yeah. I'd be like, hello, greetings, teen. That probably has no idea about anime. Let me get one Demon Slayer, please.
I do agree. I think that timing has a lot to do with it, especially with Demon Slayer happening the pandemic happening when Demon Slayer comes out. That, people want a reason to kind of go back to the theaters. They really missed it, and it's been enough time that maybe it can be safe. So there's a large group of people that finally felt motivated to do so, and to be able to share that with all the friends that you binged it with and got together with and be like, yay, we get to now go out and just watch this amazing part of what's been our life.
Oh, it was something that it just really brought a lot of people together. I've recently, my biggest obsession outside of anime has been TikTok. And I've seen so many TikToks of people going to peep the Demon Slayer movie and then yelling Eren Yeager in the theater. But aside from that, everybody was on top of it. Everyone was loving it. And it seemed like a thing where like, oh, I can't wait to go see the Demon Slayer movie. Like, it was just a thing that everyone could come together for and enjoy together. And I love those moments like that.
There's also something I feel like they got a lot of Demon Slayer cosplays ready. People have been making it during the pandemic. Yeah. They're ready to take it out to the cons, and they're like,
"Yo, it's
like
I need somebody. It's
I look good.
Yeah,
I got my little outfit on. They're going out, making little TikToks with the little do music in the background.
It's been tough out when you spent like 48 hours working on a costume to go watch a movie. Yo, that's like some real dedication. So I got to give love to that, yo. It's a moment. It's a moment for everyone.
Honestly, like that's some Star Wars level fandom. So, and I love it. Honestly, I was just so happy when it came out. Not just because of the timing, it was like I still had the love for the series. I also felt that the season ended on a note where there is so much tension for this film that you're just craving to watch what's coming, and it's going to hurt you and you're going to love it. And since we already established that everybody here likes to be broken by their films, then the promise of destruction of your soul being destroyed.
Crunchycast. We like being sad.
We like feeling things. Please let us feel something.
Wreck us, anime.
Also, speaking about anime films in general, all the films that we also liked are standalone films and not anime films that are from a series. Because also another thing I want to talk about is how this movie is part of the canon. This is official. Like you watch season 1, you got to watch the movie, and then you got to watch season 1.5 is the movie, I guess, and then 2 is gonna come out. So definitely, because I'm trying to think.
Yo, you don't see that often. You don't see that often at all. I know there's other examples of people who've done it, but in my recent memory, there haven't been a lot of movies that straight up was like, this is canon. Like, I remember reading the arc in the manga, and I was like, oh, they're gonna do a movie? Oh, it's literally what I just read. Oh, damn. Like I've never seen that, like, or at least I've seen it, but not as often as like it happens. So that might have added on to why it was so special, because you have to watch it to continue watching the season. Yeah, they got you.
They did a gotcha. It was like,
It was very smart.
Go to the theater.
There's an anime that's actually on Crunchyroll now that also did it, which is Given. It's a BL and more of a slice of life and romance.
It's the music one, right?
The rock band one. And that I think it's very smart, especially because these arcs, both Demon Slayer and the Given one, are shorter than most of the other arcs. So it can. I think this movie has proven that it can make sense to adapt canon material from the series that is a direct follow-up to a season and just put it in film. And it's just about the distribution model itself, like whether we're enjoying it in the theaters or we're enjoying it in a streaming service. The point is, we do want to continue watching the series we love in any format. So that's pretty fun, and that opens the field for hopefully a lot of anime to play with that, and maybe, come up with new ways to present the material that doesn't have to adapt exclusively to like long seasons or shorter cores. How do you say? A core? No, not curse. It's a core. A core. I don't know how to pronounce things, apparently. That.
Me too. I get
big
that.
word for me. Core. Yeah.
A core.
Yeah,
the only one I can think of is the Full Metal Alchemist original anime movie.
Yes.
That's also what can make it fun. Like when with movies, you kind of open up the possibility of both canon material and potentially non-canon, and even non-canon. Like, I take it with a grain of salt. I feel that anything that has an adaptation, it is part of the universe, and you can interpret it however you want as a fan. So I've enjoyed a lot of films that are not considered part of the canon of the manga necessarily, but might have been part of the canon of a light novel or of part of a note, part of the notes that the author has left in the manga as an idea, and then that gets like fleshed out and developed in the film.
Yeah. It's a piece of the story. Like, it makes sense.
It's just like when good filler arcs give you extra backstory, like, of the characters, that it's like, hey, in a manga where they have to like get snappy and get to the point, anime, they can, be like, hey, let's check out what this guy does in his regular day.
In my experience, there's a lot of films that are just good content, even if they're not canon or canon. What matters is, am I going to enjoy it? But I will give Demon Slayer a lot of credit for a film that is strictly, you need to watch this to understand what's going on. It adds a lot.
It's a genius move in marketing, but also I feel like in story, because, you can take anime movies. For me, I like watching them because they can put in a lot more effort into animation. They can put more budgeting. Like, they take more time. They don't have to make it like every week or by whenever they upload it. So man, look at me talking like streaming like that.
We're stuck in the YouTube.
We're stuck in content creator scale. Like, the animation production studio just uploaded it on YouTube.
On theaters, on movie theaters, it has been uploaded.
Uploaded to theaters.
That's not but we're saying, I feel like that doesn't go against like, I guess you could say filler or non-canon, because it would still flesh out the story. Even if it's not a part of the story necessarily, it fleshes out the story because it lets you connect more with the characters, like a lot more.
Honestly,
also there is something to say. Oh, sorry, Christelle, but I have to say this because canonicity with manga and anime. I always thought, like, I love manga. I love reading manga, but I'm always just like, people say that's filler and it's not canon, but it's like, isn't anime also like official? Like, it's not like they bootlegged the manga and started running off on their own. It's like the anime like stole the property and it's just like, I'm doing whatever the hell I want with it. Like,
That's mine now.
Fan fiction.
yeah, basically.
Yeah, it really is.
Like you're imagining these writers just like, I'm writing fan fiction. Like you can't stop me. Like is my headcanon's coming in. Like I think there's more control. I think there's like more oversight.
I honestly, I'm a big supporter of not looking at potential adaptations through that lens of like, oh, if it's filler and non-canon, it shouldn't, like, it's not really worth my time or not official or something like that, because I feel that limits studios a lot. As it is, manga is a format as well, and not everything adapts from page to screen the same way. Directors need more room to play. They need more material to maybe flesh out scenes that in the manga, just because of distribution even, authors have limits and deadlines. They need to fill in a specific amount of pages in a specific amount of time. And then with a film, it's like even the authors themselves might be able to bring something that they couldn't bring into the original manga because they didn't have the time or couldn't figure out how to make it work. And then the film brings them that opportunity to actually adapt it or put what was in their head, and maybe even in a collaborative environment enhance it or make it even better. Like that's, I think, a room that needs to maintain that sort of freedom so that we can get some really great movies that are canon, like the Demon Slayer Mugen Train, but also potentially some movies that are just really great standalone stories within that universe, which we love. Like we just loved seeing the characters engage with that universe, interact, learn, grow. Like you're on that journey with them, and it expands on that. So that's pretty fun.
Basically, Crystal Marie just wants that little arc where the Demon Slayer characters are in high school, that high school AU that they have. You can just do a whole movie about that one. Yeah. You can take that one for free, UFO table.
But something that surprised me about Demon Slayer doing so well, all in all, like even with all these points, it is the fact that I would assume, being a film that requires you to watch the series before actually being able to enjoy the film, would make it harder for it to have that big of an audience. So that part really surprised me. Like it made me think, okay, either Demon Slayer has managed to cross over to such an extent that it has become a cultural phenomenon, which honestly, like, I feel like that on its own is amazing to look at. Or are people jumping in to watch this film not knowing the seasons that came before it and still taking something away from it? Are they able to enjoy it in the same way? Can you? So like that part fascinates me.
So something I've seen a lot of from like as a constant Twitter user through the 13 hours of the day that I'm on, what a lot of people I feel like have been doing is, one, they've already been into the series. As we said, Demon Slayer, people love Demon Slayer, right? And then the movie comes out and you see all these reactions on social media. You see people talking about it. And then people are like, yo, I'm trying to get in on this too. They want to see the movie, so they start watching the show. People are watching Demon Slayer on their way to the theater in order to get caught up. Someone was watching the last episode when the credits were coming up for the movie that they were supposed to be watching.
Wow, that was perfectly timed. How did they do that?
So, yeah, it was like beautiful, but
it's a definite FOMO. It's a definite fear.
Yeah, it's a FOMO. Like, it's a FOMO thing because everyone's talking about it, and you have the chance to get in on this thing. You know what I mean? Like you want to be a part of it, so you're gonna watch this like ASAP. I've suffered from it, like in any cases.
Because like going back to the availability of it too, I think changes a lot of things. Where it's like back in the day, people would talk about it on social media, and it might be people from like bigger cities where they get access to the films. But now it's like you can go to any theater and watch it, so you can be a part of that cultural movement, which I think makes it so much easier.
That opens a lot of different doors, I think, for ways that anime can now make adaptations. Because before, if you were going to make a film and there were so many limits in terms of which theaters you could access, then I think studios then had to think more about making sure it was something standalone that neighborhood or that area could enjoy. And now, if this is kind of how it's going, it's almost like you get to create these cultural moments and not even have to depend on whether the audience has caught up with it or not, because it's something that, if anything, I think we're also trained now to consume anime and content differently. Like let me say that again. Let me say that again. Let me see.
Mugen
Oh my
trained.
God. See, we're really.
Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. I think now, especially after a pandemic, so I do think Demon Slayer is a bit of a pandemic phenomenon in that sense. We have gotten used to consuming content differently. Like before, we had the habit of, having other things to do than being inside and going out. And therefore, going to watch a movie was more like a thing you did in your week, among other things. Now it's like, we only have these four walls. Yeah. So we're watching things a lot more. So if I have the chance to watch a movie that also requires me to watch even more stuff, that is less time I have to dedicate to being inside my head alone. So that's
heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Heavy.
We like Crunchycast likes being sad. But for real though, that's true because like I said earlier, it's an event, right? This is like the first time a lot of us have been to the theaters, period. You know what I mean? So if it means I gotta binge a season of a good anime,
oh no, I gotta watch.
I'm chill with it. I think if that's the
I gotta watch acclaimed
a lot of
anime.
content
Oh,
that'll
no.
make me cry, which apparently is
with
something
the
I'm
best
into.
animation ever.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what a tragedy. Right? What a No, but everyone wants to go check it out. It's the time.
I also want to say, because it's like in theaters right now, what is there even to watch in theaters? No offense to these other movies that are out, but like, what are these other movies? Like, what other options you have other than Demon Slayer the movie in theaters? Like, Mortal Kombat?
Good question, Tim. I don't know, man. Yo, all I gotta say is Demon Slayer was great. That's all I got, yo.
Demon Slayer was
mic
good.
drop.
All I
Mic
got,
drop.
man. I have nothing. I'm not saying anything.
No, we can
Demon
trash
Slayer
talk movies.
was a good movie.
Actually-
Films.
And-
Yeah, we can just start trash talking films. That
Can
have
we
nothing to do
really?
with anime. Yeah, we can. I say 100% yes.
All right, yeah. Who the hell's watching Mortal Kombat?
Who's
saw
watching
it.
Mortal Kombat in theaters?
Not in
watch it in
theaters.
theaters, Crystal?
No, and I did not watch it
See?
in theaters.
Nah,
See, like,
nah.
it's a streaming movie.
I did not.
No, I mean I'll watch it. Mortal Kombat is not a movie I'm gonna go to the theaters to watch. It's a movie I'm gonna like watch one day when it's casually on TV and it's Sunday for some reason, and I have nothing to do. Like it's one of those movies that are like on TNT, and I'm like, all right, TNT's on.
It's one of those movies that your uncle who watches like drunk watches like a bunch of martial art films is like, come sit, watch some fatalities with me.
Yeah,
Man.
watch this.
Crack a cold one.
Who's got cable?
No.
But no, here's the thing though. Mortal Kombat could have been a good film because like Demon Slayer in a way, it's also from an extremely popular franchise. It's from an extremely popular video game series and it had a fairly popular first film. And so it could have been really good, but
I mean, it is popular. It's
popular, but like, is it popular? It's not hot. It's popular, but it's not hot.
It's like everyone knows Mortal Kombat, but no one like wants to know about Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean?
See, the thing is, I don't know about it.
it's just a bad story. I'm going to say it.
Like, and that's not dissing the Mortal Kombat fans, but I'm like, I feel like it's not in the zeitgeist like that. You know what I mean?
I know a bunch of if you play games, if you're playing fighting games, you know Mortal Kombat. But I'm like, the kids who are making TikToks about Demon Slayer, I don't know. Comment down below if you're a kid on TikTok making Demon Slayer content. Do you guys know what the hell Mortal Kombat is? Like, do you even know what Toasty is? Like, honestly, like.
Yeah, I think they know.
I feel like they know the general thing, but like.
Yeah, they know the general idea. I can't wait till we completely switch up when the Mortal Kombat anime
comes out in
Oh my
rules,
gosh.
and it's like
Oh my
so
God.
good.
where we completely switch up. We're like, yo, y'all see that though? Y'all see that Mortal Kombat? Yeah.
So one of the things that I think is fascinating about Mortal Kombat losing out to Demon Slayer, by the way, is in a way it's supposed to be more accessible. Like Mortal Kombat is this story that no matter who you are, you could just go in and watch it and you should be able to understand what's going on. Demon Slayer has the barrier, like the fact that first you need to watch the entire series. Second, it leans heavily into Japanese culture, which is not something you would normally expect would be the one of the highest grossing anime films, because most of the highest grossing anime films I think they tend to be less focused on something as culturally heavy and more general or more like universal stories or coming of age stories. This is very much a Japanese folklore based story tied to an actual series, and that's
Japanese ass boy slaying Japanese ass demons with a Japanese ass sword,
katanas.
And Nichurins.
Like TikTokers are making these fashion and cosplay and like designs, and this is all like having to study how to create or tie specific styles that are traditional Japanese styles. Like it's just fascinating to me, especially because on a global scale, this film did as well as it did. So it's not even just that the series is so popular in the US and Canada. It's popular everywhere. Like this film did amazing in Latin America too, and in Europe, and just everywhere. Like, so you know what? Just you can go. You don't need to make universal stories for that. Yeah. Just go ahead. Write good stories, period.
Yeah, I think it is like a kind of a phenomenon, because I feel like for a lot of like at least initial anime watchers, there's like a barrier of entry because of the cultural differences. That's why like a lot of people might start off with a show that like might be more relatable to their culture, understandable, but like Demon Slayer is so unapologetically Japanese, and it's like rich in its culture, and to see that resonate with all types of audiences, I usually don't like see that. I mean, like that's the point of like a lot of localization, is to make things understandable for your culture, but this is something that inherently isn't, and people are really resonating with that. Like, and
but you know what's universal? What's universal is people like feeling sad and like feeling things. And Demon Slayer, bam, it all comes back.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say like sword ass.
People love big blades.
I thought,
you know what? That works.
I thought you were going to say, no, what's
that
universal? Trains.
You're right.
Train.
Choo choo.
But okay. Going back and making fun of Mortal Kombat more because it's funny to me to beat down on Mortal Kombat. So domestic box office supposedly is $42 million, and worldwide is 81, whereas Demon Slayer has a worldwide box office of 500 million. So, Crystal, could you?
Oh my, really?
Fatality.
All right, I don't approve. That was, I don't know.
But yeah,
yikes. In poor taste.
It's in poor taste. You're right. It's like beating up a poor kid at this point. Like I shouldn't have brought that up. Honestly, that was a mean flex. But speaking about the highest grossing animated films, I think they have this list for US. Oh, I think I have the global. What do you guys think is the number one highest grossing traditionally animated film?
Like animated?
Traditionally animated?
Frozen?
So like any
No, the pen and I think traditionally it's supposed to mean like 2D.
Okay,
like yeah, where they yeah.
Number one.
If I had to put money on it, it's definitely a Disney film, right?
Yes. Yeah, I would think it's Disney or
it's definitely a Disney film. So something I'm trying to think. They rotoscoped something. If I had to put money on it, maybe Lion King.
Beauty and the Beast.
Crystal Marie has just lost money. If she put money in it, she would have lost, and Kurt would have won because it's number one.
Crystal,
The Lion King, 1994 original, with $968 million.
Crystal, my Venmo is. please send me $450.
Beauty and the Beast is
Venmo.
sixth.
Thank you.
Is sixth with 424 million.
It's lower than Demon Slayer.
It's lower than Demon Slayer.
Oh!
Demon Slayer is fourth. Second is the Simpsons movie, and third is
What?
Aladdin.
Simpsons?
So wait. So if there were two people, if there were videos of two people watching the Demon Slayer movie, there was one person in the theater watching Mortal Kombat, and there was 0 people watching Beauty and the Beast. Apparently,
At a certain point.
No.
At a
Mortal
certain point of
Kombat
the
got less
cohort.
than Beauty and the
At a certain
Beast,
point.
man.
Nah,
Actually, yeah.
I'm capping.
What the heck?
Yeah, beat up Mortal Kombat more. Yeah, just bring Mortal Kombat.
Nah, but Beauty and the Beast was actually good. I actually liked that
Yeah.
movie. Mortal Kombat.
It won an Academy Award. I would think.
But this is highest grossing traditionally animated films globally too. So
Yeah,
there is something
yeah.
to say that it's number 4, and it came in all the other films. So The Lion King is 1994, Simpsons movie is 2007, Aladdin is 1992, versus Demon Slayer 2020.
And
So-
what's Demon Slayer ranked?
It's fourth. It's fourth with $500 million. So it
Which
hasn't
is
even
fifth.
ended. It's still in theaters.
Which is
Can I
fifth.
say that's I feel like that's a win for us. Like a legitimate like
For
like,
us.
For no one else for us. No one else. For us. No, that's a I feel like that's a
They're about to send us a
Me,
check.
Crystal and Tim
Yo.
are like, yo, let's go.
It's us.
I feel like it's a win for anime fans in general because I think Demon Slayer is now like a footnote in the history of legitimizing anime as like a medium of content of entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yo, number 4 in history is anime.
Because looking at animated the list again for anime movie, the other one in the list, number 8 is Spirited Away with 383 million.
Great, which is again,
So
another great film.
even topping off Spirited Away basically. So
That's amazing.
You can't deny what it is. You know what I mean?
because you have to watch the season. You can't deny it because
Yeah,
you have
and
to watch a
watch-
season of
How-
anime. You gotta
Yo,
watch.
Think about that. It's number 4, but you had to have a prerequisite.
There's a lot more of us than I thought.
Yo, this film had homework. Yo, like, and it's number 4. That's
True.
crazy
Because
to me.
every other film in that actually no, minus maybe the Simpsons movie, but it's like the Simpsons. It's like
No.
you can watch.
Yeah.
You can watch Simpsons. You don't. It's not like you have to watch Simpsons season 1, 2, 3 to get the movie.
You just
It's
gotta
like
know
yeah.
that. Yeah, you just gotta know this. You can watch an episode or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy though. Really, I'm like sitting here like, damn, that's actually
Take a
wild.
minute
Oh, by the
and
way,
breathe.
Christelle, fifth place is Tarzan.
Seriously? Tarzan.
Wow, what's wrong with Tarzan? Tarzan's a
That's a-
good
what's-
movie.
What's wrong? Yeah, what's
Yo,
what's
two
wrong with
worlds,
Tarzan?
Two worlds, one family. That's
Yeah,
a
okay.
great
Oh,
song.
thank you, Tim.
That's a great song.
Beautiful
I mean,
rendering.
Thank
thank you.
you.
Thank you, Phil Collins. Thank you for your contribution. I'm surprised. I don't know. I'm like
Beat
surprised.
out Beauty and the Beast, beat out Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Snow White is at 7th.
Anything can beat out Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Apparently not Spirit Away. Spirit Away got beat by Snow White.
That's true. That makes no
Then-
sense to me.
Damn.
Your Name is on
that
number
makes
10.
sense.
Your Name is 10th, by the way. So
Really?
so, yeah.
Your Name's
Anime's
number
climbing
10?
up.
Wait, never mind.
Wow.
Snow White was the only animation available probably at the time.
Yeah, what was this? What 1937. It's like, I'd like to see one Snow White, please. It's like, give us 10 cents to watch the movie. Be like,
Yeah,
greetings.
yeah. That movie's so old. You got to count for inflation. You know? I don't know, man.
Come on, man.
What's the buying power of the dollar? And it's like, back
yeah.
in the old days.
Yeah. But what's the number 1 anime film? Like, is it then Demon Slayer now?
Oh, great question. Let me take a look in traditional animated films. The number 1 anime film in US. Actually, first off, what do you guys think about?
Demon Slayer
Or
or Spirited Away. So these are the only 2 films I can think that got like maybe that high here.
I don't know. Honestly,
Well, I'll tell you. Hold on. It's in my set. It's the It's this one. It's this one.
think
Yeah,
What?
it's this one.
Of course.
No, yeah,
Pokemon.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Pokemon,
Of course it's
the
Pokemon.
first
Of course
movie
it's
with
Pokemon.
$85
Yeah, of
million.
course. Yeah, I saw Ash
Of
cry,
course.
or Pikachu cry. One of them cried. I saw that.
I saw that
remember
tournament arc.
Yeah.
But it's
Sad.
interesting to
Yo.
note, I think globally it only made like 100 and something.
Really?
So America
Really?
like put the movie on their back and like was just like, we
Yeah.
will watch that shit out of the Pokemon the first movie.
That goes.
America likes
Yeah,
Pikachu.
I mean, Pokemon was something. It was a
Ryan Reynolds.
a cultural phenomenon for us. Like Ryan Reynolds.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. That makes so much sense.
Just like Ryan Reynolds. Okay, with that said, let's get to our concluding thoughts. So Demon Slayer has made a buttload of money at this point. And there's no doubt that the big wigs are going to be like, whoa, anime films. Oh. So do you think that we should continue this trend of making like anime movie anime? Because I know Jujutsu Kaisen's coming out with their prequel, which is also a must-read if you guys love Jujutsu Kaisen, because it tells a lot of backstory. It's not just like a filler thing. So they are making a movie
Yeah.
that's kind of that's also gonna be you have to watch.
It's like plot. Yeah, plot.
It's like necessary for the plot. So
Like, I'll be honest, I would love to see a Food Wars film just because I really enjoy the format of that anime. Like, I'm sad that I don't have more Food Wars to watch.
Why do you enjoy it?
I like the food aesthetic.
get him. If they have a movie budget, the food animation, as you say, Crystal Marie, will be great.
Oh my god!
And the reactions to those food will be just as great too.
Theatrical!
Yo, I just realized that. Yo, I'll come. I'll pull up. It's fine. Yeah, I'll pull up.
And the big, imagine Food Wars movie on the big
pull up.
screens too. Like you're walking by the theater and you just hear oh, and you're like,
Oh man,
Like-
yo, that Dolby surround sound going crazy.
Dolby 30.0
Dolby.
THX.
Yo, I will take my parents and any first-time anime watcher to watch a Food Wars movie with me.
Yo,
That'll be...
So they can be like,
if there's a Food Wars film,
that roast beef.
I just hope they don't have any
Spaghetti.
billboards. All right, that's all.
I hope the billboard is just food.
Yeah,
it's just
it's
like
just food.
Soma with just like his knives or something. So they just think it's just cooking.
Yeah.
And then when they walk in, they're just like, why
Yeah.
is there American girl
Yeah.
with
cleaver.
Yeah, and then I bring
chops
my
meat,
mom,
like-
who loves Hell's
Yeah.
Kitchen. So I'm like, yo, mom, you're about to love
Do
this.
you like cooking shows? Do you like Gordon Ramsay? Tune in.
You ever wanted Gordon Ramsay half naked going, oh blimey,
Yo, can
my
we get on
beans.
that?
Oh.
Crunchyroll?
Gordon Ramsay anime with a crossover.
Gordon Ramsay reacts to food wars while half naked. Yeah, new video
man.
dropping
Yes.
soon.
I'm here.
Okay, so in conclusion, I believe
outta
that
here.
we do want more movies.
Yes.
We do want
Yeah, we do.
more anime
I think
movies in canon.
we do. I would love to see more. And even though I keep coming back to the idea of like, yo, it's homework, but no, it adds more to the experience, and all of us get to come together to watch something. I remember I went to a slight aside. I went to like a bookstore here in NYC called, I think it's
Kinokuniya?
Kinokuniya.
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 I went to, and that was like right when like the pandemic was chilling, and I was like, I felt comfortable leaving my house, and then I rolled up, and there's just a bunch of people in the store, and I was like, oh wait, these are my people. Like it feels nice, and I think anime movies does that for us too, because we can all just come together and like enjoy stuff together, and whether it be canon or not, just in general, I'd love to see it.
We all get to walk into the
all for
theaters and know exactly the moment when Zenitsu falls asleep. It's about to go down.
Yeah, I want to pull up on someone in a cosplay, yo. I want to dap them up. Like I want to be in that moment with everybody. You know what I mean?
It's
So
like
I that.
anytime you go see your fandom piece and you see somebody even just wearing a T-shirt, so you can just be like, oh, you're gonna see the you gonna see the
gotcha.
movie?
In
Hey.
conclusion, we
But yeah,
miss
I'm-
people.
Yeah, it's not even about the content, guys. I need to be around.
God,
people.
I just want to talk to someone.
I miss
Golly,
humans.
golly.
Again,
Just everyone just get uncomfortably close to the camera.
Again,
guys.
the Crunchycast is sad. Is that the motif for today?
Yeah, for my conclusion, I like the canonical thing because it's like you gotta be there.
Yeah.
You gotta be at the theater. You gotta like watch the movie to just continue watching the series.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of forcing your friends to be like, you have to come to the theater with me to watch the Demon Slayer movie because we gotta watch season 2 when it comes out.
Yeah. This is I'm sorry, introverts. Introverts, that's tough. But
love anime films. I love anime. We love anime here at Crunchycast.
Give us more.
So,
Give us all.
so with that, please comment down below, guys. What are some of your favorite anime movies?
yeah.
Audience interaction.
Which series would you like to see turned into a film or have an arc adapted?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
That's another good one.
That's a really good one. Yeah. If there could be an arc of something to be adapted into a movie, what would you like to see it as?
You know, the people who had their anime cut shorter are just, they're like,
Dude, I'm
like-
typing.
yeah, they got their
I'm
fist clenched
typing
like
right
Arthur.
now.
Like,
The Arthur fist.
they're just like,
Hitting
But
their
yeah.
keyboard.
But yes, thank you so much for our first episode of Crunchycast. I think that's a pretty good podcast, if you say so myself. Yeah, if I say so myself, yeah, not too shabby.
Not too shabby. No thunderstorms?
Our last recording had a thunderstorm, so we didn't even work.
Birthing this into the world was a lot, so please
Yes.
watch us.
Please enjoy. With that said, I'm one of your hosts, Tim Liu. Thank you so much. Please, my other host, take it away.
I'm Christelle Marie, also another host.
I am Kurt Ritchie. Also a host. Do I need to add that?
Yeah,
All right.
you do.
Yeah, we didn't know who you were.
And with that, that's the outside.
We don't know who you are, Kurt. Why are you here?
I am also a host, if you could not tell.
Outro done. Let's wrap it up. Cut.